morning and welcome to this morning's Fab Ab class. You don't need very much equipment for this, it's just a bodyweight class and a mat for some of the exercises for our abdominal area we are going to be doing on the mat. But we're going to start off with a nice warm up. So please make sure that you have water to hand, because it's very important when you're doing any exercise that you stay hydrated. The other thing that I always stress to all of my clients when we're doing any exercise at all is that you listen to your own body, you do what you can. If anything's feeling not quite right for you, then you need to just slightly adjust it, modify the exercise, or indeed go back to a previous exercise that we were doing that you found was okay, because it's really important that you don't injure yourself when we're doing these exercises, because that's not what we want. And we all know how easy it is to injure yourself when exercising. Exhibit A. Okay, so let's get warmed up. So we're going to start off getting warmed up in an upright position. I'm just going to start with a couple of little head nods, making sure that our weight is evenly distributed throughout the body, making sure your toes are nicely splayed and everything is in a nice neutral position. Let's turn the head to the side and the other side. Good. Lovely. Now we'll just do a couple of little hunches with the shoulders. Just taking the shoulders very gently up to meet the ears. We're going to do one more of these, and then we're going to open up our chest. So we're going to take our hands level with the shoulders, we're going to push out with the elbows, bring them back in, and then bring the hands back round. So nice and gently, no rushing. Good. Now we're thinking about our core at this stage. We're keeping the tummy in nice and tight, and our pelvis is just very slightly lifted. So we're engaging our TVA girdle. This is going to protect our lower back and our spine and just keep us in that nice neutral position. We've got two more here, and then we're going to do some open back exercises. So just very slightly lifting one hand and then the other, just engaging those back muscles. Let's do two more of these, and we're going to do some little shoulder rotations. Nice and easy, nice and gently. Two more here, and we're going to reverse that. The other way, good. And one more, lovely. Let's do a couple of little hip rotations while we're here as well. Again, thinking about that core, always keeping that tummy in nice and tight. Really exaggerate these hip rotations. Let's go around the other way. Good, really important before you start any type of exercise that you warm up the muscles. Get the blood pumping around the body. So we're going to elevate our breathing just a little to do that. Good. And just sway from side to side. Good job. Excellent work. Now let's open up the hip. Just gently opening up the hip area. Keeping that tummy again nice and tight. Making sure you've got some good balance when you're doing these hip openers. Now let's reverse that, taking it the other way. So taking the hip out and bringing it forward. Good. Let's do one more on each leg. Good job. And we're going to just do some gentle little toe taps, upright toe taps, just stretching out the back of the leg, bringing the glutes into play, and again, squeezing that tummy as you raise that leg. Good. We'll do four more here. Last one. Make it nice and wide, feet at 45 degrees. And we're just going to come down Very gently. Always keeping our knees in line with our toes. Pushing the knees away. Coming down as low as is comfortable for you. Keeping the shoulders and chest high. And then as you come up out of that, you're going to squeeze these glute muscles. So squeeze them at the top. Tummy's tight, chest is high. Good. We'll do 4 more here. Last 2. Good job. And then we're just going to turn around and come into that gentle lunge position. We're just going to drop the back knee down. Nice and gentle, just warming up these different joints that we have. Good. We'll do 2 more here. 1 more. Come back up and change the other side. Make sure you've got a good start. So again, you can put your hands wherever they're comfortable for you. Just drop the back knee down. Not a lot going on in the front because that's your supporting leg. Good. We'll do 2 more here. And come up. Good job. Let's just rotate those wrists. A little sway from side to side. And the other way. Good. And then we're just going to do a little bit of heel walking. This is one that I've spoken to you before about. Very good if you've got if you suffer from shin splints especially. Walking on your heels as a warm-up is quite nice. Good for your runner's gait as well. Just a little bit of that. Lovely. And then supporting on both feet, just raising up onto the toes, holding that stretch, feeling that stretch of the calf muscle coming down and then leaning back onto the heel. Good. So come up, down, lean back onto the heel, lift the toes. I know you're probably going to fall over, it doesn't matter. We're just stretching it both ways. So coming up, good, back down, lift the toes. Good. 1 more of those. Come up, down, lift the heel. So as you lift the heel, you allow the top of your body to come forward, and that should try and help with some of the balance. Well done. So you should be nicely warmed up, stretched. We're going to grab our mats. No, we're not. I lied. We're going to start off with some abdominal exercises up here. So have a quick sip of water if you'd like. Just a couple of sips. Good job. So we're going to start off just warming up, really warming up this area now, engaging those muscles just by alternating these up to the chest. So I'm just tapping the knee at the top to begin with. Just give you a side view. Nice and easy. You can see I'm not wearing trainers today. I've just got anti-slip socks on because I'm on a wooden floor. If you're on a carpet, you don't need to, it's not slippery, you don't need to have anything on your feet. I know some of you prefer to wear trainers, that's absolutely fine, but there's, just so that you know, there's no impact in today's class. It's all very gentle. Good, now we're going to bring that knee up and we're going to hold it. So you might feel better holding it around the calf area. So you're going to wobble a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Again, if you did my class yesterday, we did similar ones in our class, but we did them lying down. So it's a really nice stretch, and you've got to really suck in that tummy. Good. Excellent work. Now take the legs nice and wide, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Put your hands like this, because what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the elbow down to meet the knee. Now making sure that tummy is nice and tight. Good. So we're really engaging these side muscles, these oblique muscles. Good. Just do 4 more here, and then let's swap to the other side. Last one, I'm going to swap it over. Straight in. Good. My balance is slightly better on this leg, hence I'm probably a little bit quicker on here. But again, you do it at your own pace. All we're doing here is making sure that you're doing these exercises in a nice, safe and controlled environment. So that's what the instructors here at Konsept do. Just make sure we keep you safe, warm you up, cool you down, show you the exercises, but it's always important that you listen to your own body and do what you can. Take breaks when you need to. 4 more. Last one. Now we're going to swap sides. We're going to do the obliques. So this way we're bringing the hip up and across. Try and bring the knee up to meet the elbow as opposed to the elbow down to meet the knee. Can you see the difference? Elbow up, sorry, knee up, elbow up. So bring it up tall. Good. You can open back up again, give yourself some balance. Make sure you bring that knee up as high as you can and squeeze at the top. Good. Let's squeeze it. Let's do 8 more here. Use your breath. Always breathe out on the exertion. We've got 4 more at the top. Last 2, we're going to go straight in to the other side. Good. Yes, definitely better balance for me on my right leg. You can see the difference, can't you? And you're going to be the same. You're going to be stronger on one side, you're going to have better balance on one side. But it's important that we equally use both sides of our body. Keep breathing. Really sucking in that belly. Come on, really suck it in. Suck it in. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come back to that neutral position. Hands down by your sides. Feet facing forward. Soft knees. Just going to slide down. Come back up. Now it's down to you how far you're going to be able to go. Don't push too far to begin with because we're stretching into this exercise. The important thing is, I'm just going to do this from the side, is that you stay upright. What I don't want to see is this. You're defeating the object. You're not getting into those side muscles, which is the side muscles we want to be working today. So really take it slowly, slow it right down. Each time you reach to the side, just try and push down an extra ½ an inch. Good job. Are you keeping that core nice and strong? By that I mean really sucking in that tummy. A little bit further down, that's it, good. Really pushing now. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, good. That's what we need to do. Imagine you've got 2 sheets of glass, one in front, one at the back. You can't move forward or back. All you can do is just stretch down a little bit further. 1 more of these on each side. Good. And come up. Good. Just put the hands on the hips. Just rotate. Good. Now we're just going to add on a little bit more to those side bends. So come back to your neutral position. Right hand down, left hand this time is up. So now, as you push down, you're going to slightly push the hip out a bit more and then really push away with these top hands. See my fingers here? Now really push away. Good. And come up. Now change.
Again, remember, you've got a sheet of glass in front and behind. You cannot move forward or back. If you feel yourself moving forward, reposition and come back. Good. This is even slower than the last exercise because we're holding the stretch here. Now really push away with that hand. Push. Now push down with this hand. Push. Good. Make sure you haven't come forward. If you have, push yourself back. Lovely. And come up. Excellent. Let's change it. Slowly does it. Push. Push away. Really push that hand away. Try and reach across the other side of the room. You should be able to feel this lovely stretch there. And you're squeezing in here. Good. Put one more of those on each side. Push high. Now bend it over and push away. Reach down with the other hand. Good. And come up. Lovely. And again, other side. Push up tall. Push down low. Now stretch it. Cross. Good. And come up. Lovely work. Excellent. Just soften those knees and allow the body just to loosen off those muscles. They're probably feeling a little bit tight now. A couple more of these. And then have a little sip of water and then join me on the mat. Good job. Sip of water. Alrighty. So we can probably hopefully feel we've really used those side muscles quite a lot today. And of course we are three-dimensional, we're round. So we're now going to concentrate a little bit more here in this area. And our abdominal muscles are made up of a series of lots of different muscles, to the lower part, to the upper part, in the middle, to the sides. So when you're exercising, you want to make sure that you're just not just doing pure sit-ups, because although sit-ups are very good, nothing wrong with a sit-up, but you want to make sure that you're engaging lots of other different muscles and challenging your body each time you do it. So, as always, I'm just going to turn my tablet around. As always, we like to fire up the muscles we're going to be using. So sometimes people ask me what I mean by that, and it's just really engaging that muscle. Get it to know that we're going to start working it. So let's put our hands, our fingertips on our temples, and let's just show those muscles who's boss. So come on, muscles. We want you to engage. We want to fire you up, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of exercise with you today. And always think about your technique. If you feel you've lost the technique, what you need to do is regroup and slow it down. Because if you're not feeling those muscles engaging, you're not going to get as much out of the exercise as you require. So think about the muscles. Breathe out on the exertion, and then breathe in. So hopefully now, these muscles know that we're going to start working them, because that's what we need those muscles to do. Good, let's do 8 more here. Don't rush it. We've got 4 more to go. Watch these necks, ladies and gentlemen, and check here that you've got a nice open airway. Shoulders back. Sorry, elbows back. Good. And head down, and then hugging those knees. Good. Let's just stretch it out to the side. And to the other side. Good job. All right, let's come up onto our elbows now. So it's important that you get a nice comfortable position. So your legs are going to be nice and flat, sucking in that tummy as always. And then your elbows are going to support the top part of your body. So again, make sure you're comfortable. Excuse me, make sure you're comfortable. Try not to lean back into the shoulders. Try and keep them upright. And relax the shoulder area so that you're not going to have any cricks in your neck. So once we're comfortable here, we're going to raise the right leg. We're going to hold it there. Then we're going to bring the other leg up to meet it. So we're going to hold that one there. Then the first leg goes down to meet with the second leg. Now, you can see I haven't actually let my feet or the calves actually touch back on the floor. So we want to really keep this tummy now under tension. So this time we start with the opposite leg up, bring the other one up to meet it. First leg goes down, but it hovers. Good, so I haven't kept that tension in my tummy. Drop the other leg. Good. Right leg comes up, left leg comes up to meet it. Hold that squeeze at the top. Lovely. I'm looking at you. You don't need to look. I want you to look ahead, because that way then it keeps your neck in a nice neutral position. So with this time we're going to drop the left leg down, just hovering above the floor. You can point your toes or keep your toes upright, doesn't matter. Right leg goes down to meet it. Good. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. Should be shaking a little bit now, that's what we want. Now this time is slightly different. I want you to bring both feet up. Good, excellent work. Hold them there, squeeze the tummy. Now this is your challenge. I want you to drop them down really slowly. Slow as you like. I want you to hold them halfway. Now you've really got to engage that tummy, those core muscles, suck in that tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back up. Good job. Hold it there. If you start getting a bit tired or you need to relax, just bend the knees in, hold it for a few seconds, and then come back up to join us. Are you ready to do that one more time? I need you to drop down as slow as you can. Slowly. Maybe a bit lower this time, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring up. Lovely. And hold and squeeze. Remember, bend your knees if you need to. This is the last one. We're going to go down and just hover across above the floor. Are you ready? Nice and slowly now. You're in complete control. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Now, suck in that tummy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it back up. Good job. Lie down and hugging those knees. Good. Now you should feel that those muscles really engaging in that exercise. Take them out to the side. Allow the tummy to push away. And to the other side. Push those abdominal muscles out. Good, excellent work. Come back up onto those shoulders. Lovely, feet out again. Now bring them up just to hover. And from here, we're just going to cycle. Nice. And we're keeping our legs as low as we can to the floor without allowing them to touch down. Nice work, good. So each time we bring our legs in, you should be able to feel these muscles here. If you put your fingers just there, you should be able to feel those muscles contracting. So that's what gives you that nice swell-like line in your abdominals. I know you've all got them there. That's what gives you that nice look. So we've got to work on that. Get those bikinis out ready for the summer, especially you men. Keep it going. Nice and controlled. What we want to do here is we want to fatigue those muscles so they really know who's boss. We're going to make them longer and leaner. Oh yes. We're going to do 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Lie down and hug those knees in. Good. So hopefully you're feeling your muscles working in a slightly different area on each of those exercises we're doing. And you can see we've done mainly, not that many exercises, but what we have done is lots of repetition. So sometimes it's just doing your exercises in a different way. Don't stop doing just what you, if you can't do a particular exercise, don't stop doing that exercise, just change the way that you do it. And lots of repetition means that you're really going to fatigue that muscle and make it really, really work hard. So we're going to turn over now, and we're going to do some work with our plank. We do like a bit of a plank work. So we're going to come down and we're going to lean on our elbows, but we're always going to make sure that we're in a nice safe position. Now, to do that safely, we want to make sure that our shoulders are directly above our elbows. And then what we do is you're either going to stay in this position on your knees and work that plank here, making sure your neck is in neutral position, or you're going to push yourself up onto your toes and just hold that plank area. Now I'm just going to come and have a look at some of your planks. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, really good job. So what you want to make sure when you're in this plank position is you're going to feel yourself as you get tired that your hips might want to drop. So if they do, just bring them back up so you're always in a level plane. The other thing you might find sometimes is your bottom wants to rise up a little bit. So again, just make sure you bring it back down. It's mainly when you get tired that you get these dips or these raises. There's nothing wrong with it, but what you want to make sure is that you put yourself back in that position so you're really going to be working those abdominals hard. So we're going to hold that now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees very gently and relax back onto the heels in your baby pose. Good, excellent work. And hold that stretch. Good work. Now we're going to come onto our sides. And again, if you're on a mat, it does help because what you want to do is make sure that you're in one nice long line. So your bottom and your heels and your elbow can follow the back of the mat. And that way you'll know you're in a nice long line. As far as your head goes, just make sure that it's in a nice, your neck's in a comfortable position. And you could just slightly tilt your chin up, just very, very slightly, not too far back, just a very slight. So what I don't want is this, but it's in a nice, again, comfortable neutral position. Just going to come up a little bit on my mat. And then I'm going to raise myself up and really bring this part of me up here. So suck it all in. So I'm not here, I'm here. I'm going to raise that hand up and I'm just going to hold this position. And I'm going to squeeze and breathe gently. Good. You should be in a nice, comfortable, neutral position. Just feeling that squeeze very, very gently. And come down. And then change sides. Nice work. Good. Good. Just check out that position. Make sure you're in one big, long line. Bring yourself up. Now, really pull this up here. Can you see the difference in that and that? Raise that hand. Good. Just make sure you're comfortable here. If your shoulder's not comfortable, just go back down and just get into that nice, comfortable position. Because we're always here for quite a few seconds. And then you still feel your muscles starting to shake a little bit. Again, it's perfectly natural. There's nothing to worry about as long as you have no pain. Stretching muscles is different to pain. Let's hold it for a bit longer. Four, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. And then straight back over into our neutral plank position on our forearms. Good. Excellent work. Just hold and squeeze. Nice and easy. Remember, you might be doing this on your knees. That's fine. I know some of you have problems with your coming up onto those toes. So we adapt it and we modify the exercise so that everyone can do it. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees gently. Push yourself back and sit back on those heels. Really stretch it out. Good work. And then come back up into tabletop position. We're just going to do some cat and cow stretches here. So again, make sure you're in that neutral position. So shoulders directly over wrists and knees under hips. And then we're going to drop the chin to the chest, tap in the tummy. Really drop those shoulder blades down. Good. Now bring them back up. Can you feel the difference? Good. Now, when we dip the spine and raise the bottom, now you feel where those shoulder blades need to go. Yeah, that's it. Good. It's a big difference, and it does help moving the shoulder blades. So we're protracting here, and then we're retracting and pulling the shoulder blades down. Good job. Helps you get that nice arch in the spine. Stick out the bottom, lift the chin. One more of each. And the other one, good. I watched this video the other day, and this lady did it's a world record. She held the plank for over 4 hours. And at the end of it, her shoulder blades, I thought they were going to push out her skin. Didn't look very nice at all. Get back to neutral. Now turn and look at your bottom. Good. Back to normal. And turn and look at the other side of your bottom. Good. One more time each side. It's a really nice stretch here. Other side. Good. Sit back down. Now turn the hands over. Push the elbow into the floor. You should feel a nice stretch in this part of the arm. So it's nice when you're doing these stretches just to move your arms and your limbs around and just have a little feel about what different stretches you can find. Because if you stick to the same stretches, your body starts to get used to it quite quickly. Now, pop your forehead on the floor, take the arms behind, grab hold of those heels, and just rock from side to side. Good job. And then come up into a seated position. So we're just going to stretch out a little bit more here. Let's hold your feet together for me. So I do hope that you've enjoyed today's abdominal class. It was a very, very low impact class for reasons for myself because I'm nursing an injury. And again, it's really important that if the same is with you, that you listen to your body. Don't stop exercising or stretching unless you've been advised by your medical practitioner, of course. That's very important. I'm not medically trained, but from experience for myself, if I have a little injury, if I can't exercise, I at least keep stretching. And that often helps it, icing, stretching and resting, of course. And I have a very good physio that looks after me. Change legs. creaky joints today. Good. And both feet in front. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're sat on your sit bone with this one. And you're just going to hinge down from the hips and just grab whatever's comfortable. So it could be your calves, could be your ankles, or you might want to grab hold of your toes, take the head down. Just looking for a stretch right the way out the back of those legs. Good. Take the legs wide apart. Again, sit back on your sit bone and then just bring that stretch forward. Good. Just grabbing hold of whatever you can. That helps to pull yourself down just a little bit more. Just watch this groin area here. Don't overstretch muscles. It's not very nice. Good. And come up. Put my left hand down. My right hand's going up. And I'm just going to lean across. Good, and change. Right hand down, left hand up, and lean across. Good. Take both hands out, stretch behind as far as you can. Try and touch your fingers together if you can. Good, same forward. Take that stretch up, squeeze the ears. Bring the hands down. Just a little rotation, backwards and forwards. And give yourself a big round of applause. Well done. Thank you very much indeed for joining the Fab Ab class today. There is no class tomorrow, I believe, which is Thursday. But on Friday, I am doing a Stretch for All class. So I hope you can join me on Friday at 9:30. It's for all abilities. You can do it seated from a chair. You just need to adapt some of the exercises, some of the stretches that we're doing. But it's all about stretching. So again, no impact, lots and lots of wonderful stretches. So come along and join me on Friday.